hood, scrapes on his side, but this guy ain't no good. He was all around the tongue, but he can't go abroad. Everybody know he's a big, big fraud. Every plane that land does give you a fright. That's why he does pray and cry every night. But people don't worry, have no fright, 'cause we gonna expedite the extra. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell, please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon, do it very shortly. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell, please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon, do it very shortly. Since I was young, now I old. Never know Guyana had so much gold. Ship it out but not pay taxes. I hear we owe in the millions. He spent half on them gas, them Brazilians. But soon they are reckoning a come. The laugh them a go laugh, I run them a go run. Run, 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 run. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell, please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon, do it very shortly. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell, please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon, do it very shortly. Just do it very quick, do it very shortly. Just do it, just do it. One of them chicks say he just come real quick. You say what wrong, why you moving so fancy? He panting, he sweating, he trembling inside. Say I can't stay long for the ride. Bye. You shut it down and GRA invoice. Smuggling, calling, let me make my choice. My choice. As Robin Hansel, watch how fast the story spell. Lamborghini price keep changing every minute. Fix it now, my friend. Make up your mind. We tired of the gimmicks. Oh, all them years you rip off the nation. Now you turn overnight big politician. I believe this song on Sinky mission. Just find out your dodgy extradition. You talk about change and new ambition, but we know it's just pure self-preservation. Why the paperwork tight, no more magician. Soon court gun tally for real submission. But people don't worry, have no fright, 'cause we gonna expedite the extra. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell, please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon, do it very shortly. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell, please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon, do it very shortly. Do it very quick, do it very shortly. I see some of you laughing, some of you crying. Please don't think the guy is stupid or stalling. They're living in mansion with pool and spouse. Guyanese living like church mouse. There is something really wrong here. This ain't right, this ain't right. That's why we gonna really expedite the extra time. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell, please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon, do it very shortly. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell, please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon, do it very shortly. Do it very quick, do it very shortly. Expedite the extra time. Soon the FBI plane gonna land. Expedite the extra time. Ring the bell, ring the bell. Expedite the extra time. As Robin Hansel. Expedite the extra time. Yeah, yeah. Expedite the extra time. As Robin Hansel. Expedite the extra time. Yeah, yeah. Some say as Robin was Robin, and he's just hood, scrapes on his side, but this guy ain't no good. He was all around the tongue, but he can't go abroad. Everybody know he's a big, big fraud. Every plane that land does give you a fright. That's why he does pray and cry every night. But people don't worry, have no fright, 'cause we gonna expedite the extra. As Robin I was young, now I old. Never know Guyana had so much gold. Ship it out but not pay taxes. I hear we owe in the millions. He spent half on them gas, them Brazilians. But soon they are reckoning a come. I laugh them, I go laugh. I run them, I go run. Run, 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 run. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. Just do it very quick. Do it very shortly. Just do it. Just do it. One of them chicks say just come real quick. You say what wrong, why you moving so frantic? He panting, he's sweating, he's trembling inside. You say I can't stay long for the ride. Bye. You shut it down and GRA invoice. Smuggling, calling, let me make my choice. My choice. As Robin Hansel, watch how fast the story spell. Lamborghini price keep changing every minute. Fix it now, my friend. Make up your mind. We tired of the gimmicks. Oh. All them years you rip off the nation. Now you turn overnight big politician. I believe this song on Sinky mission. Just trying out your dodgy extradition. We talk about change and new ambition, but we know it's just pure self-preservation. Why the paperwork tight, no more magician. Soon court gon' call it for real submission. But people don't worry, have no fright, 'cause we gonna expedite the extra. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. Do it very quick. Do it very shortly. I see some of you laughing, some of you crying. Please don't think the Guyanese stupid or starting. They're living in mansion with pool and spouse. Guyanese living like church mouse. There is something really wrong here. This ain't right. This ain't right. That's why we wanna really expedite the extradite. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. Do it very quick. Do it very shortly. Expedite the extra time. Soon the FBI plane gonna land. Expedite the extra time. Ring the bell, ring the bell. Expedite the extra time. As Robin Hansel. Expedite the extra time. Yeah, yeah. Expedite the extra time. As Robin Hansel. Expedite the extra time. Yeah, yeah. Some say as Robin was Robin, and he's just hood, scrapes on his side, but the Diana no good. He walk all around the tongue, but he can't go abroad. Everybody know he's a big, big fraud. Every plane that land does give you a fright. That's why he does pray and cry every night. But people don't worry, have no fright, 'cause we gonna expedite the extra. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. Since I was young, now I old. Never know Guyana had so much gold. Ship it out but not pay taxes. I hear we owe in the millions. He spent half on them gas, them Brazilians. But soon they are reckoning a come. I laugh them, I go laugh. I run them, I go run. Run, 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 run. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. fighting it, trembling inside. Say I can't stay long for the ride. Why? You're shorter than a GRA invoice. Smuggling, calling, let me make my choice. My choice. As Robin Hansel, watch how fast the story swell. Lamborghini price keep changing every minute. Fix it now, my friend. Make up your mind. We tired of the gimmicks. Oh, all them years you rip off the nation. Now you turn overnight big politician. I believe this song on Sinky mission. Just trying hard to dodgy extradition. We talk about change and new ambition, but we know it's just pure self-preservation. Why the paperwork tight, no more magician. Soon court gun call it for real submission. But people don't worry, have no fright, 'cause we gonna expedite the extra. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. Do it very shortly. I see some of you laughing, some of you crying. Please don't think the guy in is stupid or stalling. They're living in mansion with pool and spouse. Guyanese living like church mouse. There is something really wrong here. This ain't right, this ain't right. That's why we wanna really expedite the extradite. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. As Robin Hansel, both of you going in a cell. Please tell me now the real price for the Lamborghini. Do it very soon. Do it very shortly. Do it very quick. Do it very shortly. Expedite the extra time. Soon the FBI plane gonna land. Expedite the extra time. Ring the bell, ring the bell. Expedite the extra time. As Robin Hansel.
Sorry. It was a weird start to the morning, and y'all buy a little off, right? I received some bills today that I'm wondering if I am crazy, right? So my apologies to everyone about this false start, and let's go again. Morning to all of you who are joining us across the 10 administrative regions. Morning to all of you who are joining us across the diaspora. Special good morning to those persons in the comment section. And as I was saying before, when the volume was down, I am calling on Minister Indar, Minister of Public Utilities and Aviation, to take a serious look at GPL. Outside of just providing consistent electricity, reliable electricity, we need to look at the billing system, right? We need to look at the billing system because clearly something is wrong. And I will show you this morning, right? Clearly something is wrong. And this may be happening to people and they don't even know. So y'all remember, I told y'all over the Christmas holiday, I didn't put up one single fairy light. I ain't had no Christmas tree. I didn't do anything outside of the norm that I would do during the 11 months outside of December. Nope. This banner are still floating. There's a tell you, this thing throw me off this morning. Yeah, we're going to get to everything that happened in Parliament. But I want to talk about GPL a little bit, right? So I said here on this show that I received a bill for December for $60,000. And morning to all my colleagues, my media colleagues, those who are traveling to region number 7 for the presidential outreach, which is going to be happening there. I think it's at Peroni and the Bartica Community Center today. Also, Mr. Sobers, I don't know which direction you're going in, but get there safely, right? Chanel, morning to you. So back to GPL. So I told y'all I got this $60,000 bill in December, which I didn't understand because, like I said, we didn't no extra nothing for Christmas, no lights outside, no lights inside, no nothing, right? The show was off air, I think, for a couple of weeks or a week or two because, and I'm saying that to say the AC in here wasn't in use for some time, right? I'm gonna turn it on now since the billing me like me here ain't good. It's best I use up the current, right? So I got this $60,000 bill for December. In January, I said, man, you know what? I'm gonna query it, but I ain't going to query it. I went and I paid the bill. This is proof of payment, right? Thursday, January 15, you paid $60,500 to GPL postpaid, right? Bill of reference, transaction ID, and you see the date here. Thursday the 15th at around 3 something in the day. I went and paid $60,500. Right? $60,500. Because the internet and the electricity, they're very important for the work that I do. So I have to have it. Right? I have to have it. This is proof that the December bill was paid. Now, I want to show y'all something. So this morning, I am going out to go and get my Kickstarter so I could start my day. And as I look back to the mailbox, I see the mailbox load up with mail. So I said, let me see what's going on. So this here is the GPL bill that I got for January. See, look, billing January 2026. Billing month, January 2026. Right? So I opened this bill because I'm anxious to see if my charges gone back to where it was supposed to be. Right? From the December thing. I clear off December. So mind you, I did show y'all I paid the December bill. Let me just put it back up again. Hold on. This is the December bill. On the 15th of January, I went and I paid the December bill. This is the transaction right here. $60,500 GPL. Right? Good. Bill pay. There ain't got no reason to make me an idiot. Look at this here now. Previous bill amount, $60,552. Balance forwarded, $60,552. Right? Is what going on here? Why did they say stop? Oh, good. This is energy charges here. Energy charges, 19,000. So I guess this is why I use January, right? And this here come lower than which usually come on the monthly. So look at the new bill here now. $80,142. GPL gotta be crazy. GPL got to be crazy, right? Look the billing date. Right? GPL gotta be crazy. Now, outside of that, I got another letter from GPL. Right? So look at this one here now. This one here says adjustment to account. Your account has been adjusted with a debit, and I call somebody in accounts, because accounts is not my forte. I call somebody in accounts. My account has been adjusted with a debit of $24,277. So what the person from account said, by as a debit, they owe me. I don't owe them. They overcharge me, right? This will appear in your December bill. This will appear in your December bill. This is the $60,000 bill GPL telling me about, right? The adjustment is as a result of an incorrect estimate from October and November, right? For that period there. So no adjustment was made on my bill for December, and they're still charging me the December money that I don't pay. Right? They're still charging me the December money that I don't pay, and no adjustment has been made on my bill. Because in December, trust me, when I saw the 60,000, if they had an adjustment of 24,000 taken off from the 60,000, you buy would have seen it. The whole bill was paid. This is absolute foolishness. Like I paid bill for me and my neighbor them. I paid bill for me and my neighbor them. So I am asking for somebody to check GPL, because this is utter foolishness. Zoe, morning to you. This is foolishness at its highest level. You understand? And you know the sad part about this? That if I go into GPL, and despite all the records I got a receipt because of the MMG payment that I made for the 60,000. Right? And they got to go and query the system. I now have to pay 80,000 until they solve the problem. And then when they solve the problem, they don't even give me back my money. They debited my account. So my 80,000 still with GPL, but they're going to cut it down as they continue to bill me. This is madness. This is madness. I don't know if they got somebody allegedly like Woku man get accused of at GT&T. I don't know if the same thing happening at JPL. Somebody becoming very rich off the backs of the people who pay the bills, overcharging them. So I am definitely asking somebody to look into this stuff. You understand? Because as you could see, I am still being charged for stuff that I paid for, right? And GPL overcharged me and still hasn't made an adjustment on my bill. By their admission that they overcharged me. Anyway, I'm done with this. I'm done with this. GPL, just sort out yourself, buddy. Just sort out yourself. Bare foolishness, Dre. That upset me this morning. Anyway, that aside, we have things to be joyful for. We got things to be joyful for. Parliament yesterday did not disappoint. Parliament yesterday did not I forget why I don't use this thing, It is got like a whole thing in front of you, but when I don't use it, the audio, the speaker cut out. Anyway, it is what it is. Right. Right? Parliament did not disappoint. I told y'all yesterday morning there were some heavy hitters in the lineup. Right? There were some heavy hitters on the government side in the lineup. And they did not disappoint. They did not disappoint. Right? I must say, with all the so-called intellectuals on the win side, it was very surprising when I saw the presentation of Odessa Primus, right? Whilst a lot of the information was misguided, misinforming, and out of touch with what actually is happening on the ground, as a comedian, I expected her to struggle, but then when I thought about it, that's what she does. She tells a story. That's what comedians do. They tell a story. They gotta remember a storyline and tell it. So out of all of those persons there, the doctors and the this and the agricultural specialists and all this other stuff, Odessa Primus actually debated in the true sense of the word, right? However, you know, that there didn't hold up very long, as Minister Ramson came right after her, and when I tell her, yeah, lashes. One of the things that I found very interesting that he said is that you can't want to hire a comedian as your general secretary and expect people to take you seriously, right? That was so profound. And I hope that the win persons take that seriously. You can't want to hire a comic, a comedian, and expect people to take you seriously, right? Minister Manichan, she ain't easy. She's not easy. But one of the things I wanted to touch on this morning is a presentation by one of the APNU members, right? And my aim here is to show dishonesty and the fact that this is always dishonesty and purposeful misleading of the nation, right? Right? So just give me a second, I'll pull it up. Then put up Terrence thing here. APNU so shame, right? APNU so shame that 11 hours after the debate presentation, they put up Terrence Campbell's debate presentation, right? Let me just show you. They are so ashamed of their leader. They up to now, they put up Terrence Campbell budget presentation because the guy made himself look so bad trying to scandal the Ministry of Health. Could you imagine 11 hours after the fact? The only person they could have uploaded is this disgraceful, distasteful one here called Dexter Todd. And we're going to talk about him as well. Oh, no, it's here. Okay. This is what I wanted to show y'all. Right, then opening. Okay. Now, y'all listen to this for me, please. What's going on? Wait, like the cut the audio or this thing mute? What's going on here?
Matriculation rate was 26%. The Honorable Priya Manikchan has been a failure at the Ministry of Education. And I want to go back to the Honorable Priya Manikchan again, sir.
Anyway, I ain't even gonna bother with that. Minister Manikchan gonna deal with that. Imagine you calling Minister Manikchan a failure with her stellar record in education. Anyway, let me go to the part that you want to listen.
We have received reports from Diamond. We have received reports from Diamond where people at the Bath Regional Hospital, they complain about the foreign nurses. The foreign nurses get a bigger salary and they get transportation, they get food, they get accommodation. But Mr. Speaker, and I'm going to jump ahead, there's a nefarious plan of this government. They want to get rid of the local nurses and to bring Bangladeshi nurses. Mr. Speaker, it is not lost on me that 150 Bangladeshis voted in the national election at Ogo. They are the polling station.
Now, that is the part I wanted people to hear. Not that this idiot is talking about these so-called Bangladeshi nurses. Is this polling station that he talk about? Right? This is the level that these people in the PNC, disguising themselves as the APNU, are willing to go to. Right? He just said that Bangladeshi nurses, let me go back and get it right. Right? Terence Campbell, you... This here, I gotta get my glasses. This is bad. I keep saying it.
Going to jump ahead. There's a nefarious plan of this.
Okay, no, let me go back a little bit more. Hold on.
Canmore Regional Hospital and at the Georgetown Public Hospital. She has passed. We have received reports from Diamond. We have received reports from...
He has received reports from Diamond, right? He talking about Diamond Hospital.
Diamond, where people have to wait inordinate delays to see a doctor. Mr. Speaker, the nurses at the Bath Regional Hospital.
Okay, sorry. So it's Bath Regional Hospital we're talking about. This is where the Bangladeshis are. And that's the nurses there are complaining that these Bangladeshis getting more money than them, right?
They complain about burnout. The nurses at the Bath Regional Hospital, they complain about the foreign nurses. The foreign nurses get a bigger salary and they get transportation, they get food, they get accommodation. But Mr. Speaker, and I'm...
The Bangladeshis getting transportation, food, accommodation.
Going to jump ahead. There's a nefarious plan of this government. They want to get rid of the local nurses and to bring Bangladeshi nurses. Mr. Speaker, it is not lost on me.
They buy all over the place. It's like you can't even grasp what he's saying properly. So now, who foreign nurses you're talking about? So now you're singling out the Bangladeshis. Did they come in now? Okay.
That 150 Bangladeshis voted in the national election at Ogo.
150 Bangladeshis voted in the national election at Ogo. Terence Campbell has no evidence of that. Right? No evidence of that.
Not a polling station organized for them, sir. And it is this importation.
So he's saying 150 Bangladeshis is what caused the APNU to be on that side with 12 seats. Is those 150, not 150,000, not 1,500, not 15,000, 150 Bangladeshis voted at Ogle, and that seems to be a determining factor in how the elections came up, because those 150 people is what right is. Please stop messaging me. Please stop messaging. Thanks. Yeah. 150 Bangladeshi is what separate the PPPC in government from the APNU in opposition. Right? That's the kind of irrelevant foolishness that people like Terence Campbell will push. Then today, on the road, you'll hear a few stupid persons repeating this stupidness. Me know that Bangladeshi voted in elections. You understand? This is how foolishness just run away.
Bangladeshi government says they are going to put a high commission in Guyana.
Now imagine a foreign country decides, like any other foreign country, to set up an embassy or a high commission in Guyana. Right? Listen to this banner interpretation of the bilateral relations between Bangladesh and Guyana. This is the only reason they are coming.
To explore the labor market, sir.
Right? So they got nothing else in terms of collaborations between these two countries. It is not normal for two countries to establish diplomatic ties in terms of opening embassies or high commissions in each other's country. It's only to exploit the labor market.
There is a need, there is a determination on behalf of this government that they will change the political calculus and the demographics of this country, but we will oppose it, sir.
And it's always about race. So to change the political calculus and the demographic of the country, what he's trying to say is that the government trying to bring in Indians to populate the country. And it's always something with racist undertones with these guys. But this part here is which I appreciated, because I have heard so many things in this budget from the opposition side that are completely out of whack and not true.
Mr. Honorable, you will have an opportunity to respond. Honorable Minister, I am confused by your numbers. You are building regional hospitals, but you have a nurse shortage. The budget says that the number of nurses per 10,000 has gone down from 34.4.
Listen, Minister Frank, and basically asked this man to, hey, what are you talking about? Right? And Terence Campbell based all what he said on seeing some ad and having the knowledge that the
nurses train and
High Commission, the Bangladesh wants to open a High Commission here. Right? So that is all he's basing this foolishness that he's saying on. Another person that was highly disappointing is this gentleman, Dexter Todd. Now, Dexter Todd continues to use Adriana Young as a stepping stone for his political career. Right? Now, this is a short one. I want to get to the one we take out shit. The thing. Dexter Todd was the person charged with getting justice for Adriana Young. Dexter Todd came out of nowhere and made the put Darren Wade off the case. Dexter Todd claiming to be the forensic lawyer, making people a damn fool like they got anything called a forensic. Well, I don't know. Let me ask. Let me ask somebody. Let me ask a lawyer. Let me ask a lawyer. Hold on. Forensic lawyer. Now, bye. And people sleeping still. Hold on. I know a couple lawyer, man. Hold on. Forensic. Full of shit. Full of stuff. I gotta watch what I saying on this show. Forensic lawyer. Who's another liar, man? I don't know. Anyway, this is the forensic lawyer. This is the forensic lawyer. And again, y'all remember, this banner was an unknown entity until he jumped out with this Adriana Young thing. Nobody knew or cared about Dexter Todd. Right? Nobody knew or cared about Dexter Todd. Where the part we pull up this little girl? This man going to print out a life-size cutout. Dexter Todd is a forensic lawyer. You took over the case. You claim you are going to get justice for Adriana Young. You took the family out of the country with the body to get it examined by international personnel and found nothing out of the ordinary in relation to what the pathologists that were here said, that came here said. Right? Look at this wretch. Look at this wretch. Still
farming of the laws. This budget
This wretch didn't get justice to Adriana Young. You took over as the person who knows everything. You're a forensic lawyer. You're a forensic lawyer. You can get justice to Adriana Young. You understand? You are taking her out of the country to get her re-examined again. And all the person out of the country said, right? Based on what they tell me, people like Dexter Todd, it needs further investigation, but based on my examination, everything in relation to it was in order. The findings that were given is consistent with the autopsy that was done. This wretch, this good-for-nothing wretch, Dexter Todd, continues to use this little child for points. Continues to use her for points. Dexter Todd's claim to fame is Adriana Young. Dexter Todd's claim to fame was Adriana Young. Dexter Todd used this young girl to capture the hearts and the minds of Afro-Guyanese who are hurt by what happened to her. Right? They had Darren Wade force. And Darren Wade was supposed to be, everything that they needed. Well, we know how lacking Darren Wade is. But this guy, Dexter Todd, came in as the savior. He know everything. He know all. He was a former police. So he knows how the system works. And he knows, and he knows, and he knows. He knows, let's take her overseas. He knows. You realize, since they went there and came back and had nothing different from what was found in Guyana, this wretch stopped talking about Adriana Young. When last you see a press conference with Adriana Young family and the lawyer, Dexter Todd, in relation to that, and moving wherever findings, wherever forensic lawyering that he doing to get justice for her? When last you hear anything but Dexter Todd and Adriana Young? Y'all remember when they had the scrapes on the road and they broken in the people place, broken in Chinese place, beating up people on the road, all kind of thing. This wretch jump out too. Oh, I'm representing people who are locked up on the this and the that and the blah, blah, blah. Dexter Todd show y'all one person he get out. Did Dexter Todd show y'all one look? This is one of the young men who was locked up just for looking on the night. They weren't scraping or robbing anybody. He saw y'all one person that Dexter Todd get out of the jail. And that's the sad part about it. That's what these guys just do. Dexter Todd climbing on the back of this dead Guyanese child to climb up the political ladder for relevance. Right? Today, you know what people are gonna be talking about? Dexter Todd and the cutout to Adriana Young that he had in the parliament. Points Dexter looking for. Points. Dexter don't care about Adriana Young. And I say that without fear, favor, affliction, or ill will towards you, Dexter Todd. You have exploited this young lady's situation from the time that you say you're taking over from Darren Wade and ousting him as the lawyer. You have brought no comfort. You have brought no justice. You in advance the case forward in no way, shape, or form that bring anything new to the table. Nothing. Your forensic autopsy you went and do and find nothing new than what was already discovered by the people who came here, that the government of Guyana brought 3 different pathologists. And Dr. Caleb. You found nothing different. You won't put no case in the court. You won't make no application to the court to get nothing. No application to the court because you found nothing that you could work with. You just use Adriana Young to gain popularity for the upcoming elections that just gone. to gain popularity. Because, oh, look, Dexter Todd looking out for this little girl and your family. Oh, that's the only way you can bring little votes to the PNC, Dexter. Useless. Listen, you're not as bad as Darren Wade. You're an intelligent guy. Darren Wade is genuinely stupid. Darren Wade, everybody who go UGBT, one word all the time, mook. But you got a little intelligence. And you couldn't use your intelligence to bring yourself into the limelight, to bring yourself into the political arena. You jump on Adriana Young back. You understand? You jump on Adriana Young back. And you still on your back on today like today. Literally in the parliament. On the little girl back. Can't get a chance to rest in peace. Can't give her a chance to rest in peace. You ain't do nothing to bring any kind of consolation, any kind of closure for the family. Nothing. All the stuff you do, just let people up in the air more. Because people are saying, okay, these people who are here in Guyana say one thing. The people overseas say what the people in Guyana say. So what was the purpose? Got in the girl embalming, she got you out long for months, all kind of thing. Look, man, Dexter, you are shameless. Dexter Todd, you are shameless. You show me one person that you get off. Them youths who the scraping, broken Chinese nose we. Show me one person you get off, Dexter. I think Dexter, I'm not sure. I'm alleging that Dexter was the guy. You remember that this tall weed man at a station saying something about how PPP activists, they attack he and they do this to he and all kind of thing and the daddy station. Then somebody record the interaction and the weird man cussing and going on and threatening people, running up, pushing the head in the people bus and going on. That's the kind of foolishness I'm alleging this man does represent. I think he was a liar. Man. Someplace over the river. Around elections time. Right? Some weed man and the people putting up flag or something. And he wanted them and the two of them, the group, the PvP activists and the weed man had some exchange of words. And they're going on and on and on and on, and the reader man going to tell a whole different story. And Dex, I think it was Dexter, show up like the wretch he is. You understand? Some of these lies in this country is just looking for popularity. And they're worth a fart. They're worth a fart. You understand? And then talking about James Bond. Yes, I told y'all I was waiting to hear James Bond's presentation. And I was waiting to hear what they would have said about James Bond. This wretch, Dexter Todd, talking about, oh, James Bond is shooting the box. They're shooting the beating the submission. Any minister, previous or present, any prime minister, previous or present, any vice president, previous or present, any president, previous or present, was out there the day James Bond get shoot. Any minister of government that's actively working the guy in the police force tactical services unit. And Dexter Todd, you are full of stuff, and it's not good stuff. You're full of stuff, and it's not good stuff. But the BT into submission, no MP, former or present prime minister, president, was out there that day James Bond got shoot up with them pellets. And guess what? It was to following the stupidity of the PNC. It was following its stupidity to the PNC. And imagine, Dexter, you have not made the sacrifices James has made for that party. You probably didn't even raise the same amount of funds James Bond raised to the PNC. But they could elevate you and dash you in a car now. And y'all vex the man go where he's appreciated. Y'all vex the man go where he appreciated, where you could make change, where you could do something. That's the thought I expected better from you. But clearly we can't expect better because once you're a PNC, you automatically fall into a stupid, retarded line. A stupid, retarded line. Imagine the police coming to regulate a bar is the government beating down on James Bond. Right? The Minister of Home Affairs at the time being in the van. Hey, let's go punch James Bond bar, shut it down. And just to show you, don't take help from nobody. If the government help you, take it. But don't take help from nobody. Can watch this retro Dessa. Oh, she went and performed for free for James. And then watch Nigel Worrell. He just play he in politics and then he out of politics. He in and out. But how he went there the ninth and all kind of thing. Thank God y'all went. Thank God y'all went. Because in the photo, the players they look empty with Dexter performing there too. Nigel, Soca Fox. The place look empty in the photo that you posted. So clearly Odessa didn't draw a crowd. If you got another photo with a crowd that Odessa Primus draw James Bond place, you show us. But that photo with you, well, Odessa come for like... No, Courdel. No, Courdel. You stop it right now. You and Odessa. And I guess the three other people who be in the background, show me a better photo. Show me the crowd. Show me the money you have James Bond make. Since you believe James Bond and all, Odessa and them is the savior for everybody. You understand? But back to this banner. You haven't given a quarter of service to the PNC like James Bond. You haven't. You haven't been in the trenches like James Bond in the PNC. You are a JC, Dexter Todd. You are a JC. You're a just come. That's what it means. You're a just come. I learned that no. There's a term we used to use with the Collins, them, the twins. Just come. Right? Did nothing for Adriana Young. Did nothing for the people you were claiming get locked up. When they be looting the place and doing such a stupidness. So I was glad when James Bond come and he dig it to y'all. Dexter Todd. Minister Manikchan, always inform. Right? Always inform to check these guys. What else I don't want to touch on? Oh. James is trouble. This here was gold. Let me show you this one here. Oh, gosh. And that is why I say the PNC and the WPA could never be representative of Guyanese. Their focus is always on one section of Guyana. whilst it's my section, I believe that you should have a more holistic approach, right? And I'll say this here. Take back Terence. Bring back Annette. We prefer Annette Ferguson than the retardation of Terence Campbell. Please bring back Annette. This is it here. James Bond Gold. Right? James Bond Gold. Why is this thing ain't clicking? What's trouble is you going on with?
Hines, yes, I support any call to support our own. But Dr. Hines, you don't support your own. You don't support your own, Dr. Hines. Because here's the thing about it. Only sort of people could sell black pudding. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
And y'all understand what James is trying to say there? Y'all understand what James is trying to say there? When we are talking about our own, it's not about Afro-Guyanese only. It's not about Indo-Guyanese only. It's not about Amerindians only. Our motto speaks to one people. Afro, Indo, Amo, Chinese, Portuguese, and whichever is the sixth one. Right? One people, one nation, one destiny. One people mean anybody could make black pudding. Anybody in this country. Despite their race. One people. One nation means anybody could buy black pudding from anybody because all of we is one. One destiny means whether you're black, Indian, Portuguese, Chinese, Amerindian, whatever you are, one destiny means it's one destination the black pudding going in we belly. It's going in a different part of an Indian or a different part of an African or a different part of an Amerindian. Anyone that we eat black pudding, the destination is the same. One destiny, belly. Right? Belly. So how could you, as somebody who's claiming to represent across the board, got a problem with Indo-Guyanese selling black pudding? Then Afro-Guyanese should make roti. If that's the premise. Right? Indo and Afro-Guyanese should eat Chinese food. If that's what David Hines pushing for. So I was glad that James threw that latch. I was so glad about it. Right? Outside of that, you yesterday morning, and we jump in here a little bit. Like I said, the GP, I think, threw me off, so I didn't prepare for this show. We all over the place. Yesterday morning, I was in the trial with Azzuddin Mohammed. And this Van Skinnermite trying to get the judge to give he time for Parliament. You better get away from here with that foolishness. You understand? You better get away from here with that foolishness. That has nothing to do with the court. That has nothing to do with the court. You better show up for court. Right? Another person I was impressed with is Miss Tandai McAllister. I for some reason, I don't know if I wasn't, based on my memory, I did not attend any rallies where Tandai spoke, based on my memory. But her presentation yesterday in Parliament, excellent. Excellent. And you could see the passion of somebody who was being stifled. Right? Being stifled. You want to do more. You want to do better. You want to see a country progress. but the people that you're around stifling you. Stifling you. So you could see where she was and where she has come to. And there's a big difference. Right? And that's what you get when PNC people leave the PNC and come to the PPP. They always say, the majority of them say, they feel valued after they leave the PNC. They feel like they got some purpose, they could get something done. They feel like they ain't got to deal with the old rhetoric anymore, black on Indian, Indian on black, and them stupidness. People ain't got time with them thing no more. You understand? Nobody has any time with that anymore. That's old news. Old news. Right? So I did enjoy the presentation by Tandai McAllister. Who else jumped out at me yesterday by? Minister Manichan, Minister Ramson Lashard, James Bond, Tandai McAllister, Minister Indar. Not me. I got the views back. And Minister, you're a man after my own heart. Because that's how I stay. That's how I stay. If you were abused, me got be no anti-man or nothing. I can answer for myself. Right? I can answer for myself. I got abused back. Because you got things to talk, I got things to talk too. I got things to talk. I got things to talk. Medicine that was excellent as well. Excellent as well. Highlighting the hypocrisy in some of these people. Things they never do for the Guyanese people. They come and run and do. Why do this? Why change this? Oh! All kind of stupidness. Somebody brought out that Odessa talking about copyrighted artists and stuff. And the administration she supported. She's win now. Everybody know Odessa was PNC, PNU before. Odessa, as the only person that she's in the National Assembly that could talk about culture, in lobby the administration she was good with to do anything for culture or copyright in the country. Now she's the biggest advocate. Same thing like Don Hastings. It do nothing for the average Amerindian, and now talking about Amerindians and what they need and all this other foolishness. All this other foolishness. We had the MP from Region 3. Apparently, I think he's a pandit too. I see him about. We don't interact too much, but I usually see him about the place. The man had to correct Pandey Hindi. Pandey come like a big Hindi man. And poor we. I said we because including me. Remember, we know better. We know Hindi. So Pandey come and tell me a bunch of stupidness. And the man had to correct it. The man said even Pandey, he Hindi wrong, plus he translation wrong. Look. Oh, yesterday was a good day. Yesterday was a good day in Parliament. You understand? Yesterday was a good day in Parliament. Pandey also, who lament about Guy Suko, forget to tell we that he was tasked with so many duties that he could not fulfill. So many duties he couldn't fulfill. That he failed in so many projects that Guy Suko was trying to get started. Man, MP Datadin too did well. MP Datadin too did well. Oftentimes, they need you to remind these persons that Guyanese aren't stupid and they didn't forget already. They haven't. The APNU should be the last persons or grouping talking about anything. A point I wanted to make that Dexter Todd made. Dexter Todd said that this thing with Walter Rodney, that the Attorney General should advise that an entity or institution can't go to court. Can't go to court, right? So this stuff about the PNC kill Walter Rodney should stop. Doesn't that apply to the PVP and the 400, 1,000, then 2,000 Afro-Guyanese that y'all claim the PVP kill? And that's what I show y'all. Dexter know that you can't blame the PNC for Walter Rodney killing because an institution like the PR, political party, can't go to court. But they can continuously repeat that the PVP kill extrajudicial killings of Afro-Guyanese. Right? They could say the PVP killed, what is this guy name? The ex-soldier, Crummy Wing. Right? You could say that. But Dexter don't know that they can't say what they're saying. The PVP can't say the PNC killed Walter Rodney, but the PNC could say the PVP killed thousands of Afro-Guyanese. Right? That's the irony about the situation. And Dexter's a lawyer. So I don't think he advised the PNC either. So if the PVP can't say the PNC killed Walter Rodney, then the PNC can't say the PVP killed hundreds of Afro-Guyanese. Right? If you have the evidence of that, Dexter, just like you charged the government, if you have the evidence that the PVP killed hundreds or thousands of Guyanese, remember your number keep evolving all the time. Then bring the evidence, just like you're asking persons to bring the evidence in Walter Rodney. And there is evidence because there was a commission of inquiry. So even if the PNC as an institution didn't do it, their operatives did it. Or it was done under the PNC's instructions. It was done under the PNC's instructions. So you only know what you can say about the PNC. You need to know what you can say about the PVP as well. Right? Because that's the accusations you all make. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If you can say the PVP killed 400, then 1,000, then 2,000 Afro-Guyanese, the PVP can say the PNC killed Walter Rodney. David Hines admitted that they had something to do with it. David Hines admitted that. So it's the selective outrage again on full display. Selective outrage. Mohammed's getting migraine, people. Mohammed's getting migraine leading up to today. Today, we're supposed to, I said supposed to because I don't know what time. I think Mohammed's got court again today. I think Mohammed's got court again today. And today is the last day for budget debate. And of course, Mr. Mohammed got to be in court. Right? Right? Mr. Mohammed got to be in court. No. The judge said, me want you know 3 minutes about Parliament, brethren. You got seen for deal with hey. You want about no Parliament. So Azadin got there in court. So God forbid the few people that speaking today. Do I have that up? No, I don't have that up. It's about 9 persons speaking today. On a regular day, it has about 14 to 15, about 13 persons usually speaking. Today is just 9. Azadin, Dr. Ashley Singh, PM, the vice president is scheduled to speak as well. Scheduled, I say. I don't remember who else. Right? I got a document, but I don't remember who else. But it's not the same amount. So it won't run you that same time that, you know, the court thing could done and you could make it back in time to thing. So I hope you sort yourself out, brethren. Right? But to me, it's neither here nor there whether Azadin Mohammed presents in the National Assembly. The content will not be anything of relevance or significance. All Azadin will do is try to deflect to his case and people wanting to think because of his in government and this and that and all this other bunker, which is complete BS. Right? But you gotta allow him, as I said, Azadin got to make representation for himself. Dorjan got to make him money, getting paid, so he got to try his best to whatever he could do to get it to stay. But at the end of the day, the government will pass the budget. Oh, thank you, Sally. So, Tashana Fahmy correlate for us, Minister Onij Walron. Second, then we have the Attorney General. Third, then we have Tabitha Sarabo Haley Hines. Imagine David Hines first time in Parliament, he catch up with the data. WPA in, oh my goodness, by wow. After Tabitha Sarabo Hines Haley, we have Minister Gail Teixeira, then we have Prime Minister Samuel Hines, then we have we have scheduled Vice President Barjagdio, then Azadin, right? Everybody else before Azadin, 30 plus 5. 30 plus 5. Azadin collects 1 hour, then Minister Ashley Singh, Dr. Ashley Singh collects another hour to wrap it up. That's the wrap up today. So today we'll have 1 hour to sit attentively and listen to the plans, the policies, and how Azadin Mohammed sees Guyana moving forward and developing. Right? That's going to happen today. So please, y'all, tune in. I don't know if he's a... Listen, I told somebody this yesterday. And sometimes I just wonder, like, what world we living in? Everybody knows. Everybody knows, at least as far as I remember. When Dr. Jagdio is in Parliament as a government representative, he doesn't debate the budget. He doesn't debate the budget. He don't do that. So for the person who are expecting him there today, most likely, in my opinion, he will not be there today. The MPs, the Prime Minister, and the people that are there are more than capable of handling Azadin Mohammed, Win, and the jokers in the APNU, AFC. Well, sorry, the APNU, FMG. Jokers. So I doubt Vice President Jagdio will waste his time to go into Parliament to do what? To support the budget he helped to create. They don't even need him there for votes. You don't even need him there for votes. Like 3 or 4 people could stay home. 3 or 4 people could stay up from the PPP and they still pass the budget. They still pass it. You understand? It's like that. Look, y'all tune in at 2 for budget, the final day of the budget debates. Next week, we have the consideration of estimates and how is that going to run. So for the consideration of estimates on day 1, which will be Monday, February 9, they'll be starting with it's like, what, 7 p.m. Why they starting so late? I gotta scroll up. It's a set of, oh boy. This is the long part. So on Monday, February 9 will be the first day of consideration of the 2026 estimates of revenue and expenditure. The first ministry up will be the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs and Governance, right? And they'll be questioning on several things. Stuff about the president, current expenditure, Guyana Defense Force, current expenditure. I think they're also going to be questioned on capital expenditure too. After the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs, then we have, wow, Minister Shishiro got nothing going on here. The Onshore case, right? So for the first day, it looks like it's only the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs, right? No. This is up to 8 p.m. At 8:30 p.m. is the Office of the Prime Minister, which Prime Minister Brigadier Mark Phillips will be representing there. And that goes from 8:30, scheduled from 8:30 to 9:30. At 9:30 on the same day, Monday the 9th, is scheduled to have the Attorney General answering about legal affairs, his ministry, right? That will bring the first day to the end. The second day, starting at 2 p.m., they'll have Minister Zulfikar Mustafa looking at speaking on we have the Minister of Agriculture on day 2, Tuesday the 10th, starting at 2 p.m. Right? Then at 3:30 on the 10th, there'll be the Foreign Affairs Minister going up. Then after the break at 5:30 p.m., they'll have the Ministry of Amerindian Affairs. They will have to go through scrutiny in relation to current and capital expenditure for the budget. Then at 6:30 p.m., the Minister of Public Utilities and Aviation, his ministry comes up. And at 8 p.m., Ministry of Tourism, Industry and Commerce. Then there's a break at 8:30. This is on the second day. And the final ministry on the second day will be the Ministry of Natural Resources, right? From 9 to 10:30, an hour and a half has been designated. On the third day, Wednesday, February 11th, 2026, starting at 2 p.m., we start with the Minister of Public Works, Bishop Juan Edgel, and his ministry. They will be under the microscope. Then at 3 p.m., the Minister of Labor and Manpower Planning, his ministry will be under the microscope. This is on the third day, Wednesday the 11th. At 3:30, they go over to the Ministry of Human Services and Social Security. They go under the microscope. There's a break at 4:30. At 5:30, the Ministry of Housing goes under the microscope. And then at 6:15, the Ministry of Education under the microscope, right? At 8:45 p.m., the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport, they will have to answer any questions in relation to the current and capital expenditure for budget 2026. On the fourth day, this is Thursday, the 12th of February, we have starting off at 2 p.m., Minister of Local Government and Regional Development under the microscope, right? And that will continue until 4 p.m. At 5 p.m., well, they'll take a break at 4 p.m. At 5 p.m., the Ministry of Local Government and Regional Development will continue until Jesus peace until 11:30 p.m. Right? So for the local government, they'll be looking at all the regions, right? From region 1 to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and all the development that is on the agenda for those regions will be able to be scrutinized by the opposition MPs. They'll be allowed to ask questions in relation to anything they don't understand or where the money going or where it's going for, so that they could have a better understanding of that, right? So the fourth day in its entirety, which is Thursday the 12th, will be dedicated to the Ministry of Local Government and Regional Development. Whole day Thursday, Minister Manik Chan on it. And the good thing is, we know that she's able. So there's no worries. Now, the fifth day, the 13th of February, they'll kick it off at 2 p.m. with the Minister of Health and he answering for his ministry. And that starts at 2 p.m. and goes until 4, where there's a break, and they'll recommence at 5. At 5 p.m., it's the Ministry of Home Affairs, Minister Onish Walran. She'll be up from 5 to 6:30. Then from 6:30 to 7:30, we have the Ministry of Public Service, Government Efficiency and Implementation. They will be up next. Then at 7:30 to 8:30, Senior Minister within the Office of the President with responsibility for finance will be answering on behalf of the Ministry of Finance, right? So you know now, 1, all the speakers for today, and 2, how the estimates will be running for next week, right? The list of the ministries and the order that they'll be appearing in for scrutiny from the opposition MPs, right? That's it for me today, guys. Y'all be good Guyanese. Somebody call GPL for me and tell them to get it right. Please call GPL for me, right? That's it for me. Y'all have a wonderful day. And as I usually say before I go, it's all about peace. It's all about love. Yeah.
We are a peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. This land is all